Hello guys, NautoAce here. So, you heard my MmGS version 2 vlog rewind episode 7 about backwards compatible from older system, and of course as well as the rumors of backwards compatible on older legacy console, which, the spoiler is it's just rumor. I mean, there's some that they had planned and then it's whatever. But most of it were just rumor that really was never proven. It just, all the talk just faded away. It just moved on. I mean, it is what it is. So again, like I said, I do believe that backwards compatible is an industry standard. It should be, but business is business. So each one has their own perspective. Like Don Matrix didn't believe it. Of course, Jim Ryan didn't. But I guess they just said, well, people keep asking for it, fine. Of course, Phil Spencer is the opposite. That's why he finally made the Xbox One with a VIA update backwards compatible for certain games. But again, it's better than nothing, I know. So with that, I want to give my thoughts on the 9th generation console, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series XS. And on part 2, I'm going to talk about the Switch because, of course, as of right now, it's not really backwards compatible. There have been talks about maybe Wii U, but via digital version only, kind of like the Vita, but that'll be a different vlog there. So for this one, I want to give my thoughts on the PS5 and the Series XS on backwards compatible. So, of course, if you heard that the Xbox Series X and S will be backwards compatible with all of it, or 99% about the games, to all the generations. So the original Xbox, the 360, and Xbox One. People who got an early review test the machine and they said, yeah, it is backwards compatible, but of course you still need like those updates. But yeah, it runs well, it runs good, pretty awesome there. For me, I just want one Xbox console that can play most of my games that I have, and I'm done with it. So that's really it. So with the Xbox, that's done. It's cool. So actually, good reason if you have a lot of Xbox games. Now, just one machine that plays all your games from different generation, and still have that feeling of justification that, oh, I bought the game, now I can still play it. Again, like I said, you don't want to have multiple console connect to a TV using bunch of switches a la Mike Matei's game room setup, that. But that's a different story there. But again, it's all good, it's all golden. I gotta give props to Phil Spencer. When it comes with the PS4 or PS5, unfortunately, of course, it's only backwards compatible as of right now. That's a lot of the talk they're saying to the PlayStation 4. Again, it's better than nothing. And of course, in YouTube, there's a YouTube channel called PlayStation Support. They kind of show how to do it. And it's not really that hard also. That's a good thing also, because one is, I don't know about the save file. Maybe I have to check on the YouTube. I haven't checked it yet, so that's the reason why. But I know they did talk about the games itself. So the application or the games, whether it's physical or digital, is that if you have that hard drive that you use for the PS4, all you have to do, connect it to the PS5, you're done. That's it. So yeah, so it does use a different storage than the PS5. For the PS5 games, well, of course, it has 800 gigs because it's, or 600, I don't know. There's some controversy. It's not even 1 terabyte, it's 800 because they're using an SSD. However, of course, they did say that you can actually expand it if you buy like a compatible one, whether it's external or internal, because yeah, they kind of showed that when they did the breakdown, there's a sort of a section there that you can put in internal SSD, but again, you can also do external, again, whatever the option that places there. However, the sad part, to some extent, I know it's not much of a big deal, is that it's not ready to use some sort of external or additional SSD memory at launch. It's going to be in the long run, probably 2021. It is what it is, unless you're crazy at launch, you're buying a lot of PS5 games Okay, well, good for you, I guess. So I mean, yeah, you gotta do that video, you gotta get that clicks on Twitch, on YouTube, but whatever. It is what it is. It's something to talk about. But for me, like I said, I'm not gonna get one until probably a minimum of 6 to 7 months, probably a year. That's always been my kind of like policy. But they did buy a launch at one point. That's gonna be a different story there. So again, as of right now, the PS5 doesn't support external or additional SSD memory. But we'll see what happened there. But at least they kind of made it easy that, hey, look, just if you have the PS4 games on a hard drive, put it on a USB. You're done. You're golden. There you go. So again, when it comes with the update, probably going to be a different story there. But again, we just have to wait and see. But I am kind of bummed out about only PS4 because again, Jim Ryan, kind of like Don Matrix, he doesn't believe on backwards compatible because like, why would people want to play old games? Well, a lot of people do, especially in their investment. Because as of right now, in this time of recording, believe it or not, I decided to turn on my Wii U and play Paper Mario Color Splash. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not that good. It's not that bad. It's a Paper Mario game. I kind of miss 1,000 Year Door. That's the best one. But again, that's a different story there. We'll just have to wait and see. But again, yeah, so it's only PS4. But there have been a lot of talks, and they said this is a possibility. Even some people theorize or just wishful thinking that maybe the PS5 will have a sort of an external drive, kind of like, I kind of mentioned this before, like the 360 with the HD DVD. They're probably going to do something like that actually has a PS3, PS2, or PS1 drive in that one external drive, and all it does is connect it to a PS5 and then connect it to a power, so sort of, like I said, the HD DVD or the dock, which means it has kind of like missing parts, but in order to make it operational, you have to hook it up with the main console. So it's something like that to some extent. I mean, well, the HD DVD actually can be on its own, but to some extent, but I do heard that you need either use a PC, but that's a different story there, compatible with a PC. But the bottom line is, something like that maybe a lot of people was thinking about that they're gonna do. I mean, there was a patent a long time ago on the PS3 era that they had a patent to create like some sort of external drive for the PS2 to play on the PS3, but it just never happened. But again, you never know. Maybe there is going to be something like an HD DVD type of thing. And I'm also hopefully with the Series S because, it's a low end. I just needed to play my older games. We'll just have to wait and see if Phil Spencer going to do that in 2021. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. It's good that both console is doing backwards compatible. However, Phil Spencer doing a better job with the Series X and S, actually able to play throughout the different generation of Xbox. PlayStation 5, 99% of the game compatible on the PS5. However, another good thing is PlayStation VR. Apparently it's compatible with the PS5. So there you go. So another good thing there. So I mean, there are some PS4 games that's not compatible with the PlayStation 5. Even some Assassin's Creed game, unfortunately, the Chronicles, the side-scrolling spin-off, unfortunately. So again, it is what it is. Maybe they'll fix something in the long run. So those are my thoughts on the backwards compatible for the PS5 and the Series XS. Good, at least it's something. Hopefully more for Sony, for the Xbox. They're good. Maybe improvement. We'll just have to wait and see. So the next one I want to give my thoughts on is, will the Switch will ever be backwards compatible? Maybe there's a rumor about the Switch Pro. And also giving my thoughts on, believe it or not, Push Dustin actually gonna give his quick thoughts on Twitter about what they should do with the Switch, with the rumor about the Pro, maybe even a Switch only that docks, or not dock, a Switch only that only connects to the TV. Be a different story there. I kind of like what he's going at, so I'm gonna give my thoughts on that one. So with that, I'll see you guys later.